Popular FPS booster Detty posted on Twitter that the Fortnite default skin has the best edit delay in FPS, and that the new Blaze skin and back bling can lower your FPS by up to 70. This made me curious if using certain skins could affect your FPS, so I did some testing myself, and the results are truly shocking. Now, I don't own the Blaze skin, but I've played Fortnite since Season 1, so I have quite a lot of skins. And for my tests, I used the following skins. The first test was with the default skin with no back bling and the default pickaxe. This is the bare bones combination that would apparently give me the best FPS. The second skin I tested was the Snork Ops with a deep dive back bling and tied pickaxes from Season 3. This is my main skin combination, and I wanted to find out if using it made my FPS lower. The third skin I tested was the Ice King skin with fusion orb back bling and the guiding glow pickaxe. This is a fairly big and detailed skin with an animated back bling and pickaxe to test the lower FPS theory. And the fourth skin I tested was the Stage 5 Calamity skin with Frozen Shroud back bling and Fusion Scythe pickaxe. This is a skin with animation and a bulky cape and a pickaxe with animation as another test for the lower FPS theory. I did the tests in an empty creative map using all low settings and unlimited FPS. I used Fraps for recording the benchmark so I could easily see the average FPS, 1% low FPS, and 0.1% low FPS. I ran each test 3 times to increase the reliability of the data. Now here's a table of the results from my tests. You can see that the default skin did in fact have the highest average FPS, and you can also see that the Calamity skin combination had by far the lowest FPS. Using the Calamity skin made my average FPS drop by more than 140 in comparison to the default skin. The 1% low and 0.1% low FPS are also significantly less when compared to the default skin. This is truly crazy, and it proves that cosmetic items do in fact grant a competitive advantage because we know that higher FPS makes you better at Fortnite. Next, I was interested to find out what would happen to FPS when you used higher settings with different skins. I wanted to test the default skin against the Calamity skin combination again, but this time using all epic settings. I knew that using higher settings would reduce my FPS, and I thought that it would affect the Calamity skin more because of the animations. So here are the results of the test when using epic settings. You can see that this time, the average FPS, 1% low FPS, and 0.1% low FPS are almost exactly the same with both the skins. This was surprising to me, and made me even more confused. Why does using low settings affect the difference between the FPS of skins more? The bigger question though, is why do different skins impact your FPS? Shouldn't they all be the same? The theory is that it has something to do with the animations that are rendered in with Unreal Engine's chaos physics system. In other words, skins with a lot of visuals could lower your FPS because there are more animations to render, whereas basic skins, like the default skin, give you better FPS. According to Detty, you don't even have to be the one that's wearing a low FPS skin to be affected. If your teammates or enemies are using a low FPS skin and they're in your field of view, then you're going to be impacted. This is all truly mind-blowing to me. I'll admit, when I first saw Detty's tweet, I thought that he was just baiting people and trying to get impressions. I never actually thought that different skins would change your FPS, but it turns out to be true, and using certain skins can significantly reduce your FPS. Now, I don't know if it's the skins themselves, or if it's the combination of backbling and pickaxe that affects your FPS, but there are literally millions of different outfit combinations, and it would take me forever to test everything. So here's what we know for sure. Using certain skin combinations can significantly lower your FPS. So the best thing that you can do to protect your FPS is to only use basic skins, backblings and pickaxes. And if you want to be really safe, then use the default skin with no backbling and the default pickaxe. Tfue was truly ahead of the game. If you have a particular skin combination that you main, then I would suggest benchmarking it against the default skin in a creative map like I've done to find out if there's any noticeable difference with your FPS. And if there isn't, then you can continue using your skin. But if there is an FPS difference, then maybe you should find a new skin to play with. I hope that Epic Games address this problem and find a solution to it, because it's unacceptable that certain skin combinations can drop your FPS so dramatically and put you at a disadvantage. Anyway, That's all I have to say about this subject. I hope you found this video helpful and it makes you more carefully consider your skin choice because it may matter more than you think. If you've enjoyed this video, then please leave a like on the video, comment down below with your skin and the FPS you get, and subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so when I release a new video, you get notified. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Peace.